What is up, me hearties? Today we'll be talking about a Nintendo fanboy, talking about tech, talking about cancer, talking about. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, yeah, we'll be talking about some Nintendo fanboy hyped about this crappy AI upscaler for a system that's less powerful than the PS5 Pro, and yet the PS5 Pro still managed to disappoint with its PSSR type of AI upscaling, right? But for some reason, these Nintendo fanboys really think that the Switch 2 will make any better use of it. I don't know. Anyways, let's get started. I put this on 1.5 speed, by the way. You're welcome.
Well. So it appears that Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2 will, in fact, use DLSS after all. Isn't that interesting? So before we get things started, we are still on the road to 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you're into all things Switch 2 and want to hear some intelligent insight on Nintendo Switch 2, and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, and also leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about it. Confirmed that Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2 does in fact use DLSS.
Whoa! That's so cool! I'm so happy that a 5-year-old game on the Switch 2 needs some garbage AI upscaler just to run properly, guys. Isn't this exciting? Even though that people said that without the DLSS, right? Even though that people said without this garbage, the Switch 2 version runs like absolute ass, bro. That's what people said playing the Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch 2 when they had their hands-on thing on it. So, wow, isn't this exciting? Said no one ever. Big fucking deal, dude. I played Cyberpunk 2077 on my Steam Deck at 60 frames per second, bro. Now, the only reason why I returned the game is because it was garbage and I didn't really care for it. But when I did try it out, when I did buy it, that game, did run at 60 frames on my Steam Deck. Because I actually had the option to screw around with the settings. We'll put this here and there, blah blah, whatever. Put this on low, turn the setting off, whatever. You console fanboys, more so you Nintendo Switch 2 fanboys, are going to have to deal with this. You're going to have to deal with this as is. No, we can use this crappy upscaling thing. It's like, man, how many times am I going to have to tell you Nintendo fanboys? How many times am I going to have to tell you guys? This DLSS bullshit is not going to do anything for you. Stop pretending that it will. Stop it. These are fake frames. These are fake resolutions. Okay? The game is not running for you, or it's not running natively on your hardware, which is a problem. Instead of them properly optimizing the game for your shitty Nintendo Switch 2, they would rather give you some crappy upscaled version of it. Why is this a good thing? Why are people celebrating over this? Hell, I would even argue the PC isn't really mastering this thing, because, again, dude, AI upscaling is such trash. Doesn't it add more input lag, which kind of defeats the purpose of the added frames? What the hell? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And especially for multiplayer, I heard it was bad too. Oh no, it was downright useless. No, it's worse than useless. It's actually a detriment if you use it for online games. Jesus.
Now, not only does it use DLSS, it uses DLSS in all of its modes. All of its different performance modes, and also even in handheld mode. Now, what's really interesting about this is that I'm seeing, after posting these news, I guess, Digital Foundry fanboy?
Wait, hold on. Sorry, so I just read this a little bit. So CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077 was a showcase via work in progress code seen at the Nintendo's launch tour. Oh, so it was a work in progress. This 5-year-old game on this new piece of hardware, quote unquote, was just a work in progress. Oh, right, because it's not like, you had years to prepare it for said console. Oh, of course not. Right, okay. Anyways.
Is that
Sorry, just wanted to comment
on that. After posting these news, I'm seeing...
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on that.
I guess Digital Foundry fanboys, I guess we could say, Digital Foundry fanboys and yes men are coming at the doctor saying, Trey. Okay, it's obvious that Digital Foundry didn't see the DLSS because there was no DLSS to see. You see, the footage that we've been privy to so far has contained no DLSS. So that's the reason they couldn't see the DLSS. You can't see DLSS if there's no DLSS to see. It's obvious that CD Projekt Red is saying they will be implementing DLSS on the Switch 2 version of Cyberpunk 2077 in the future. The footage that Digital Foundry analyzed did not contain DLSS.
Man, he really goes on with those things, don't he? Like, and you know what? I bet these are just like shower comments in his head, right? Or like this is his pretend hate, just because he probably got like one message slightly disagreeing with him. Excuse me. Sorry. Just watching Nintendo cringe, just gives me cancer a little bit. So I apologize for that. Anyways, just because that one person slightly disagreed with him, he made this retarded character where, the person has to completely be a straw man compared to what someone probably actually said to him. So, I don't know what exactly he's complaining about, but I think the comment is that, oh yeah, Dr. Trey, you're wrong because DLSS wasn't present in the showcase for whatever the hell it was, the Cyberpunk 2077 on the Switch, blah 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 blah. Who cares? Let's say it was. If it didn't work, how many times do I have to say this? If it doesn't work for a console that's more powerful than the damn Switch 2, what the fuck makes you guys think that it's gonna work for this shitty ass wannabe PS4 console? PS4 level console, sorry. Who's to say that? Who's to say that it will work properly for this dumbass console? These people don't understand this. Your DLSS bullshit will not work. And then all of a sudden, I love how these Nintendo fanboys, they pretend to be all for the tech. Now they're pretending to be these tech experts when really you motherfuckers, like, hell, even in the Switch generation even, and before that, has said hardware doesn't matter. Well, what about now? Now you guys are pretending to be these tech wizards who know what the hell they're talking about all of a sudden. Weird how that works.
Can't fault them for not seeing something that's not there to see. Okay, first of all, have a seat.
I'm sorry, I just want to ask a question. How old is this man? Why do you talk like that, bro? Like, I don't want to really comment on his mental deficiency. I really don't. But yeah, I just want to ask, why is he having this type of humor, quote unquote? I'm making huge fucking air quotes. As a grown ass man, why are you having this type of humor, bro? Stop.
Second, that would be, a pretty compelling point, if not for the fact that Digital Foundry put up a freaking video this morning confirming what I said in the video a couple days ago. That the reason why they aren't putting up accurate information is because, one, they're rushing it, and two, they are using off-stream quality assets. Let's see what Digital Foundry had to actually say about that. Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Alex, now you have got access to the press quality assets for Cyberpunk 2077 from the Direct, and you spent some time looking at it in a bit more depth, right?
Right, and the basic thing I can say is that there are a lot of confounding factors looking at this footage to say, oh yes, this is DLSS.
So in case you didn't understand what was being said there, let me break it down for you. Digital Foundry is telling you that before, like I said, they use very low quality stream footage to do their pixel counting and also to decipher if there was any DLSS usage in that Switch 2 game. But after going back and analyzing the press quality footage of Cyberpunk 77 from the Nintendo Direct, not new footage, not footage in the future, from the Nintendo Direct, now they magically see uses of DLSS.
What is the point here? So, what is the argument here? What is the lie here? That Digital Foundry, with with the other set of with the low quality footage, wasn't able to see if it was using DLSS. Is that the point? But now that Nintendo released videos about it, now they can tell. Okay, is that what's going on here? Because honestly, I don't know what the fuck. And even let's say that is the case, so what? Wow, you're right about your shitty Nintendo Switch 2 console needing a fucking little hand-me-down just to give you guys stable fucking frame rates. Sort of. Not really. Fake frame rates. So, wow, congratulations there, doctor. I mean, if you're a doctor, you should probably get yourself checked out before really calling yourself the doctor, right? Because honestly, all I see is like some Nintendo mental patient over here, just screaming, DLSS, DLSS, it will work. You know what these Nintendo fanboys remind me of? they remind me of the Sony fanboys with the PSSR, like I said. But again, even the PSSR was garbage and didn't even work for the PS4, PS5 Pro. So I'm not going to trust it with this natively PS4 type of console. Right? This PS4 level console. I just don't understand what's really, what the hell is the difference here between that. And again, I don't even like it anyways. I don't like that whole fake frame rates bullshit. I know that that's not really good for the game. I know that that's already like not a good sign for gaming. I don't care about DSSL or DLSS, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care for these fake frame rates and this fake resolution shit. I don't care. Make your game run like that or nada. You're nothing. Your game is trash. That's it. It's horribly fucking optimized. Anyways, that's about all I have to say about this. Of course, it's your typical Nintendo fanboy trying to eke out whatever good like footage about the Nintendo Switch. It's desperate, it's sad, whatever, man. I don't really think that he even thinks this, right? That the doctor really thinks this. I don't think so. I think he's just trapped, appealing to these dumb Nintendo fanboys, because he knows that he doesn't have anything else. He knows his videos are shit. Let's be honest here. The only thing that he has is appealing to a bunch of man children who are still, riding the cock of this stupid fucking company. I don't understand. Why are you guys still simping for this garbage company, Nintendo? Why? They're actually worse than Sony than Sony and Microsoft. They really are. Man, it's hilarious. Anyways, please sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.